Hey everyone, welcome back once again to my YouTube class. Guys, I'm Manjeet Rawat, your online instructor. This is another session of Azure 305. Guys, remember recently we started a new playlist for Architect, Azure Architect, and I have already provided the information about the contents that we are planning to cover in this particular playlist. So today is day one. You can say that it's a first session of Azure 305, and in this session I'm just going to follow the proper blueprint of Microsoft Azure that you can understand about each and every services. So first of all, let me show you the content, because you must need to know about your roadmap. Like whenever we start our training with any organization or any training institute, you should know about the agenda, or you should know about the contents that you are planning, that you will cover in your entire course. So I'm going to show you the proper contents, means those contents will follow in our every videos. So you can consider the entire session or entire videos based on the entire class. Just like you can compare it with like as a live session. As we discussed before, Microsoft Azure 305 categorized in 4 different modules. Like you need to start from the designed identity governance and monitoring solution that help you in final examination of 25 to 30% of question you will get in this particular module, as it is storage 25 to 30%, and business community solution again give you 10 to 15%, and last option is designing infrastructure solution. I'm going to start from the very basic. Let's start with module 1. The module 1 is core important because by using this particular module we are able to control and manage the security of our portal. Let's start design identity governance and monitor solution. This is module 1, right? So I'm just going to open it in another page to show you what are the points that we need to cover, what are the core contents are required to understand about module first. So let's start from the very basic. Design for governance, design for management group, design for subscription, design for resource group. You should know about the usage of resource group, resources tag, Azure policies, Azure RBAC services, which is considered as a role based access control, and then we'll talk about the Azure blueprint, design for the landing page. So these all are the points that we need to cover in module first. Other point is also available, like as a design authentication and authorization solution. In this part we will discuss about IAM, B2B, B2C kind of activity, but let's start from the very basic things that required for every architect. I'm going to start from the design for the Azure for the governance. So the meaning of governance, like you should know about you should understand about how Azure can implement the services. We are able to find one root tenant, right? Tenant group, then management group, then subscription, then resource group, and then resources. So let me help you to understand about the structure of our governance. Like those structure can help you to understand about how you can manage your Azure services. I'm going to show you the practical because it's really important for us. We should know about how it's look like, because in case of in case of in case of structure, it's really easy to understand. Like started from root account, and then management group come into the picture, then subscription, then resource group, then resources. So you should know about the meaning of each and every point. I'm going to open our existing Azure subscription and show you the proper practical how it's look like in over a portal, because in the in a diagram we are able to find, but you should know about how it look like. So first of all, you need to check your tenant, like open the Azure Active Directory, and Azure Active Directory will show you how tenants look like. Open portal and go to the security icon. Under the security we'll find the Azure Active Directory, right? We just need to click on Azure Active Directory panel, AAD, and in AAD in default option you will find one tenant option. This is my default tenant. I haven't added any kind of domain with this particular tenant. This is primary domain, like I haven't added any name, sorry. It's a default directory, and the primary domain that I associated, it's my own custom domain that I purchased from GoDaddy, associated with this particular tenant, right? So question, what is tenant? Guys, whenever we create our account, whenever we sign up ourselves over Azure portal and purchase one subscription, Azure will automatically assign you one tenant. The default tenant is considered as a root tenant, right? So as per the structure, let's try to understand about how it works. First of all, you need to start your means portal from root tenant, right? You need to start from the root tenant. And in case of root tenant, you need to follow the user ID and password. The email ID that you use to create or use to sign up yourself over Azure portal, which is considered, which will be contain the root tenant. Then after that, you need to move ourselves to the management group. Yes, the management group is basically responsible to segregate your tenant in different part. In single tenant, we are able to create multiple management group, and the management group contain resource group, subscription. Management group contains subscription. Then you can proceed with resource group. And final, you can find the resources. This is the structure that you can understand about the governance of our Azure services. And then resources. This is the proper structure that you need to follow. I hope you guys understand about the concept. The first one is tenant. In case of tenant, you can say that login ID and password. The email ID that you use to create your account, which is considered as a tenant account, which will contain the tenant account. And the second is related to the management group. We can create multiple management group, in single tenant. And the next option is related to the subscription. So multiple subscriptions are available. You can proceed with any subscription and you can create more than one subscription. It will support multiple subscription using single management group or single tenant. The subscription are, maybe you can proceed with free trial, right? You can purchase a free trial account. You can create a free trial subscription. You can proceed with MSDN, and the final, you can proceed with pay as you go, right? So these all are basically types of subscriptions that help us to create our resources, because without subscription we are unable to configure, we are unable to create any kind of resources. And next option is resource group. As per the name suggests, the meaning of resource group, it works just like a organizational unit. I hope all of you are aware about the organizational unit. Like in our server 2012 or 2016, we, after installation of Active Directory, we are able to create organizational unit. And basically the usage of organizational unit can help us to manage and control, can help us to segregate the department. Means that you are able to, you are planning to segregate the users according to the department wise. So then you can say that organizational unit can help us. As it is the usage of resource group, you can create a resource group like as for HR, for sales, right? Multiple resource group you can create, and by using these resource group you can segregate the resources for your department wise. Last option is related to the resources. So multiple resources are available. Virtual machine is a type of resource, and storage, yes, storage is a type of resource, and you can say that networking, the network part is also considered as a resources. So in governance part, you can understand, you need to try to understand about the concept of root tenant, then management group, then subscription, then resource group, then resources. I'm going to show you the each and every point. We understand about the concept of root tenant. This is the root tenant, and we are able to create more than one tenants, right? By using single email ID, by using the single account, we are able to create multiple tenant. Let's talk about the management group. So how we can manage the management group? Just need to click on all services, go to the journal tab. In the journal tab, we can find one option, management group. I'm going to open it in new wizard because I wanted to segregate the each and every option, means how they can perform the task. So this is another page that we are trying to open for management group. First tenant, second management group. So in my case, what I did, I created two different management group, right? One is the root tenant root group that contain one subscription, and the another I created another management group with name of IT that contain a separate subscription. Is that clear? So we are able to create more than one management group as per our requirement, and you can also add the subscription. You can share the subscription with our tenant ID. We are able to share the subscription with our different management groups as well. Third option, resource group, right? You should know about the subscription. So in the subscription panel, you can find how many subscriptions that you have. Again, need to click on journal tab. In the journal tab, we are able to find subscription. Click here. It will give you the information about the number of subscriptions that we have. So two different subscriptions are available. One is MSDN, another is second MSDN, because I'm using my MCT account. This is my MCT account, so that's why Azure will give us a means $100 per month to access the services, to use the services for testing purpose. Now resource group coming to the picture. So for the resource group, it's really simple. Just need to click here. I have already created multiple resources, right? These all are the resource group, AVD class, right? Multiple resources, Azure fundamental, Azure policy, right? Multiple resource group I have already created. Let's talk about the another service, resources. Resource group responsible to contain resources. To understand about the resources, I have already created multiple virtual machines. Yes, the virtual machines are a type of resource. Not only the virtual machine, the storage, networking, databases, any kind of services that you purchase from portal, all services are considered as a resource. Guys, I hope all of you understand about what we did in our first session. Yes, this is day one, or this is first session of Azure 305. I hope all of you understand. Step by step, we'll cover the each and every topic. So please stay tuned with Teach Me Cloud and do subscribe. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye. We'll connect soon and in next session. Take care.